Hello, everyone. Welcome to season two, episode seven of David and Robbie's Watch Party. We had episode seven last week, but we had technical difficulties. We tried another app. That's what happened. It didn't really work.
It did not work.
We tried to go back in time and use Skype, but did not look good.
No, unfortunately.
um, but no, we're here. Just a quick side note. I covered this in the last episode seven. Invasion was okay.
Yeah.
We talked about Invasion, and in that episode, my show was SummerSlam 2013. I lost again, so that's the classic pay per view I will be reviewing. I decided to do that instead of just re-reviewing Invasion.
Yeah.
With that being said, we're gonna hop right into the week. Since I have the classic pay per view, Robbie's gonna do WWE. Which means we start with Monday Night Raw.
Alrighty, Monday Night Raw, live from Salt Lake City, Utah. Yeehaw!
Drink of the week, by the way. Mystery
Ah,
Monday.
yeah. My drink,
Air.
air. Delicious.
What was that sound?
I don't know. Don't ask. Anyways, moving on. We got Raw. It looks like a pretty alright card. We're starting off with Dominic Mysterio versus Cody Rhodes. This match did not last long. Yeah, Cody won in like 5 minutes. Which is kind of sad, given that Dom is the North American champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But since when did the main roster have love for NXT titles?
that's a good question. Anyways, uh, this was very interesting too. Sami and KO came out to help Cody to fend off the Judgment Day during the match, but then after the match, KO kind of called out Rhodes because Rhodes invited Jay back to Raw, and of course Kevin Owens does not trust Jay still, especially after last week. But we shall see how that plays out. Kofi Kingston versus Ivar.
Yep.
Alrighty. This was actually a really good match between Kofi and Ivar. And Kofi got the win with the Trouble in Paradise.
That was a good match.
Surprisingly. And yet, for some reason, despite Ivar hitting a moonsault, this freaking 300-pound man hitting a moonsault, he still did not win. Which, if you think about it, does not make any sense, but that's a different story for another day.
It will always amaze me when Ivar does acrobatic crap.
305 live, baby! Shinsuke Nakamura versus Ricochet. This was a great match until it ended in a disqualification.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke, as one would say. Yeah. Nakamura, no, not Nakamura. Ricochet used the chair on Nakamura and got DQ'd. But then Rollins came out and tried to attack Nakamura, but it backfired, and Rollins got dropped on his back many times over because they're still selling the fact that his back is injured. And I'm guessing we're getting a rematch at Fastlane. I don't know
His
what kind
back
of
has
match
been
it'll be.
injured for like 7 years at this point.
Yeah, I think he said like 4.
I know that was
But
his knee that he blew out during that WWE title match, not his back.
yeah, man,
Surprised they're not
Rollins,
selling that.
be careful, please. Piper Niven and Chelsea Green versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. This match is okay, and it ended in a no contest because Nia Jax, we all love her, came out and attacked everybody.
Yeah.
Hey.
Full disclosure, we do not like Nia Jax.
We do not. We are not fans of Nia Jax. No, sir. Chad Goblin versus Bronson Reed. No, just kidding. Chad Gable versus Bronson Reed. Again, this match was pretty good. Uh, Bronson Reed won with the tsunami, which I'm very glad that Wade Barrett is on commentary again and on the same brand as Bronson Reed, because this man has commitment to the tsunami. I'm telling you, it's great. And Bleacher Report gave this a B.
Okay.
Becky Lynch versus Natalia for the NXT Women's Championship. Oh yes, that fantastic young up and comer Natalia,
Can we
and
address
that
the rumor though?
yeah,
The rumor that Tegan Knox was supposed to be in that matchup.
yes, Tegan Knox was supposed to be in this match, but 10 minutes before the show started, the script was changed for Natalia instead.
I really think she got injured backstage, given her reputation.
Right? No, yeah, maybe. But yes, Becky Lynch retained with a roll up, and it's got a B minus from Bleacher Report. And NXT No Mercy, which is happening next Saturday.
Mhm.
Becky Lynch will face Trish Stratus in an extreme, not Trish Stratus, Tiffany Stratton in an Extreme Rules match for the NXT Women's title.
Yeah, so don't expect an episode next Saturday or next Sunday
The-
because we will probably be recording it next Sunday.
Well, actually, maybe not.
That's fine. Don't
A
expect an
A
episode next week.
yeah, AEW Wrestle Dream is October
Oh,
1st, which is
next
the day
Sunday.
after, which I
We're
do plan
probably
on
not
watching.
doing an episode next week.
Yeah, we're probably not doing it next
We'll
week,
probably do it. You'll get another one in 2 weeks.
but that's okay. Giovanni Vinci versus Tommaso Ciampa. All I gotta say, Giovanni, what are you doing, man? Come on, here. Why?
I think it's a general consensus that Giovanni Vinci is the worst member of Imperium.
No question. He's just so boring. Yeah, Ciampa won.
Yeah.
Just got a B minus as well. And any day now, Johnny Gargano and Ciampa are going to reform as a tag team, please and thank you.
We're hyping it up so much and it's never gonna happen.
Right? Drew McIntyre versus Jay Uso, and this is the main event. Drew is like kind of a heel, kind of. He's slowly turning into a heel.
Yeah.
It's at least it seems. Yeah, Drew McIntyre defeated Mr. Jay Uso. And even though Judgment Day tried to help Jay, he did not want their help. And yeah, they ended up attacking him. But Mr. Codithan Rodithans, the
I hate
American roller coaster, Cody Rhodes,
no, no, no.
don't blame me. Blame MJF. He said it, not me.
Not that one. Codithan Rodithan?
Codithan Rodithan. Co-
No.
Cody Rhodey. Anyways, this got a B from Bleacher Report, and that is the end of Raw. Overall, the show got a C, so it was average at best.
Not the worst, not the best. Okay. All right. Stock Dynamite and Rampage. Um, it's going to be a quick review of Rampage, mainly because we had Grand Slam, which was technically a 2-night event.
Yep.
We're going to start with Dynamite, which is going to be the more extensive review for Dynamite. I actually don't have the Bleacher Report up. I actually have their Wikipedia up. You couldn't see that; it's too bright. But so the first match on the card: Eddie Kingston versus Claudio Castagnoli, winner take all. I did not expect Eddie Kingston to win this, and I really should have because it was in New York.
Yeah, I figured Eddie was gonna win from the start.
I did not think he was going to because I did not think they were going to make him a world champion of any kind.
Yeah.
But no, now Eddie Kingston is the strong open weight champion and the ROH world champion. I am very curious to see where that goes with
I
those
as well.
titles. Chris Jericho versus Sammy Guevara. There's been this overarching storyline from JAS to Les Sex Gods to don't demonetize us. That's the name of the team.
Yeah,
You
right.
can't demonetize us. We don't make money.
Exactly.
um, to Jericho versus Guevara. It's a storyline that's actually been quite cool to see play out. But Jericho got the win here. This was close to being the longest match on the show if it wasn't for the main event. What?
Hmm.
16 minutes.
Wow.
Um,
Oh, and actually,
this, huh?
I don't know if you were going to talk about this. After the match, Sammy and Jericho went to shake Sammy's hand, and instead of shaking his hand, Sammy hugged him and then low blowed him, and he ended
Yeah,
up
no, I
joining
didn't
the
see
Don
that.
Callis family.
Oh,
And
yeah, we talked about that. I totally forgot.
fun fact, this was basically a callback to when Jericho kicked Shawn Michaels in the nuts at WrestleMania 19. It was the same
Oh,
way.
yeah.
The handshake, the hug instead of the handshake, the kick, the way Jericho kind of slumped down and Sammy pushed him to the ground.
I
And
totally forgot
even
about that.
I saw somebody point this out later. Sammy Guevara's gear was very similar to Jericho's at WrestleMania 19.
Huh.
So we should have saw it coming from as soon as the match started.
I didn't watch it. So
Yeah,
remember,
right.
my
Well, I
computer
should
was
have.
acting up. So,
Yeah, I should have saw it coming, but it was cool to see.
also,
Regardless.
Mania 19 to me, it was a good Mania, but you know this, I find it very overrated WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to rewatch. I don't know. Next up, the match that surprised everyone. You
Yeah.
froze for a second, and all of a sudden you stopped. Like your screen froze, and then it was just you going.
Okay.
Um, the match that the match that surprised everyone: Ray Phoenix versus John Moxley for the international title.
Oh golly, this match.
Dude, we got some crap to say.
We got a lot to
So
say about this.
the reason this surprised everyone is because Ray Phoenix won the title. Now the thing about that is we don't know if that was the original plan because it seems Mox got injured. And
Yeah.
who was it? Rick Knox?
Rick Knox, yeah.
He kept the match going,
Right.
which a lot of people are pissed about that.
Right. So at the beginning of the match,
Hmm.
Moxley and Phoenix were brawling on the stage, and Moxley went off the stage, and Phoenix did I guess a flipping
Yeah.
swanton thing off the stage onto Moxley, and he got him in the head. He got him real good, like
Hmm.
you could see it. And beyond that, Moxley was just kind of out of it. Like I'm pretty sure he got knocked ridiculously loopy from
Yeah.
that
And
hit.
Knox made no attempt to stop the match.
He
Um,
didn't check on Mox
he didn't
at
check on
all, it
Mox.
seemed.
It seemed like Rick Knox is not a new referee either. This is an
He's not.
experienced referee.
He's been doing this for years now.
And he pulls that in a title match too. He
Exactly.
pulls that, and I understand why people are mad at him, honestly. But looking past it, we do have a new international champion. I'm curious to see if Mox will get it back when he's healthy.
I'm sure he will.
Yeah, probably.
Because I have a really good feeling Phoenix was not supposed to win the title. I mean, let's be honest, it's John Moxley who just won the title,
Yeah.
and then Ray Phoenix.
I
Like,
mean, that
no
was that
disrespect
was
to Ray
his
Phoenix, but
first like big defense too.
yeah, yeah.
But
But
no, it's
we shall see.
Tony Khan basically has two options here. He can either, when Mox is healthy, have him win the title back, which is probably the one he's going to go with, or actually run with international champion Ray Phoenix, and see where it goes.
I'm very curious.
Um, the second of three women's title, I mean, the second of three title matches, um, on Dynamite, the women's world title, Saraya versus Tony Storm. Um, as I said, I didn't watch the show; my computer was acting up,
Yeah.
but Saraya retains. which I feel like that was the given option.
Pretty much, yeah.
um, yeah, and main event of the evening: MJF versus Samoa Joe for the AEW World Title because Joe's a coward and didn't want to put his title on the line.
Right? Couldn't make it title for title, Joe. Come on.
We looked it up yesterday. That man's been holding the title for now 526 days.
Yeah.
Defend it. No.
Yeah.
But no, MJF, this surprised you, I remember. MJF won via a sleeper hold.
Yeah. Well, at the time it surprised me, but then looking into it, it
Yeah.
didn't anymore.
Which really it shouldn't have in the first place because Joe's finisher is technically a sleeper hold.
Pretty much, yeah. Chokehold.
So, but no, MJF retains, and it seems like he's turning face, which is weird.
Man's
Or he
been a
is
face.
he's a face, which is weird. I don't want to
Man.
call him a face. That's why I said turning face. And then just a quick rehash of what happened on Rampage. It was actually a 2 hour Rampage.
Mhm.
Sting and Darby Allin defeated Christian Cage and Luchasaurus tag match. Hook, Chris Statlander, and Orange Cassidy defeated the JAS. We commented on how weird that team sounds.
Right.
The Righteous get a shot at the ROH World Tag Titles by defeating Best Friends, Kingdoms, and Hardys.
Hmm.
The Acclaimed and Billy Gunn retain the World Trios titles against the Dark Order.
Mhm.
Julia Hart defeats Sky Blue. Mike Santana defeats Boulder in 2 minutes and 25 seconds.
Let's go, boys.
And the Elite are your new ROH World Six-Man Tag Team Champion.
As expected.
Yeah, the Bucks and Hangman, not the Bucks and Omega.
Yeah.
I thought it was the Bucks and Omega.
Yeah.
But no,
No,
they
Mega's
defeated Mobile. They defeated Mogul Embassy. So we have new ROH six-man tag team titles. Tag team champions. So overall, pretty good grand slam. Not the best, not the worst. I feel like the best grand slam was the first one
right. Yeah.
with Kenny Danielson.
Of course.
So all right.
Banger.
Technically two more shows. We start with you. SmackDown. I'll
Alrighty.
pull up my notes
Time,
for
boys.
SummerSlam.
Get down with the smackness. Here we go. We got SmackDown. We had SmackDown. I did not have the right page up. My bad, y'all.
We think we have
We
SmackDown.
might have SmackDown. I should have looked at this before we went into. I should have looked at this before we went into this,
Ladies
but
and
I did
gentlemen, this
not.
is what happens when you host an unscripted podcast.
I went on the Bleacher Report off of Google, and they do not have it. So I got to go onto the Bleacher Report app itself and see. Hopefully, they have it. Hopefully, please have it, Bleacher Report. Don't let me down. Here we go. Okay, good.
Okay.
We got the Invisible Man himself, John Cena, kicking off SmackDown to just hype the crowd up as per usual.
Bro, they should have had him play the Invisible Man in that movie.
Imagine.
Would have been perfect.
He thanks the fans for getting to do everything but wrestle, but he would rather wrestle. And he calls out the Bloodline. AJ Styles joins him in the ring to fight off the Bloodline. The Bloodline say no, because obviously.
I will say this is really trippy to think about, and it's gonna be really trippy.
Yeah,
AJ Styles versus John Cena was 7 years ago.
I hate that. I feel old.
2016 was 7 years ago.
That is ridiculous. I still remember that. Such a
I
good
want
match.
to switch in the year. It was 7 years ago.
But yes, the we're getting hopefully, well, maybe Cena versus Styles versus Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso. Unless, of course, what happened later in the show, which we'll get to in a second, prevents that from happening. But anyways, moving on. Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio versus the Street Profits. Bobby Lashley tried to help the Street Profits win, but Dawkins went to pick Mysterio up after Lashley attacked him, and Mysterio caught him with a small package. And let's just say Lashley was not happy. After the match, he walked out on the Street Profits, and then backstage, he basically said, "Hey, if you guys don't shape up your act, we're done, and I'm gonna find a new team." So already, despite having little to no time to build, they seem to already be splitting up Lashley and the Street Profits, which sucks. But then again, Street Profits, even though they're like supposed to be heels, they're not heel.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
But yeah, hopefully, with this, I guess, warning from Lashley, the Street Profits kind of actually go full heel mode, maybe get new music, get new attitudes.
Yeah.
But they're basically just faces pretending to be heels. It's not good.
They have the same music, and it's
The same
real.
entrance, the same gear. There's
The
hardly any change.
Polo Cup's still falling.
Yeah, right. Women's championship match, Asuka and Io Sky. This match was really good, honestly. Io Sky retained with a moonsault.
I'm
To
telling
cut
you,
an A.
I'm going to continue to feed the rumors for that WrestleMania 40 match between Asuka, Sky, and Sane because I want to see it.
I as well, please. That'd be very cool. Oh, and yes, Charlotte made her presence known once again in the title match because apparently Charlotte needs to be in the title picture 24/7 for some reason. Brawling Brutes versus Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. Waller and Theory defeated the Brawling Brutes.
That's like a perfect tag team.
Right.
Bowler and Austin. Pretty sure I made them in 2K.
Exactly.
They're in my fashion.
They're young, they're cocky, they got everything. I just got a B from Mr. Bleacher Report.
Mr. Bleacher Report. How you know
Mr.
it's not
Bleacher Report.
distance? No. Wait, women don't watch wrestling. Never mind. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. A
Bruh.
joke, female viewers. There are any. That's just a joke.
Oh man. And the main event, or the main event, was the contract signing for the tag match between Cena, AJ, and the Bloodline. And as expected, with any contract signing in the world of professional wrestling, it did not go well.
Nope.
Backstage, AJ got attacked by the Bloodline and had a stretcher moment and everything. Solo delivered a splash to AJ through a table from like a 15-foot high stack of crates. And AJ got stretchered out in an ambulance. And then the Bloodline went to the ring and beat down Cena and left him laying to close the show. So there's a chance that we might not see AJ at Fastlane. So it is very interesting to see who will replace AJ. A lot of people were saying LA Knight, which would be really cool and also really funny.
I heard some people saying Randy Orton.
Maybe, possibly,
If he's
given that
back from injury.
given the Bloodline took out Randy to begin with.
Yeah.
I can see that. But at the same time, I don't know. Although there was a video that I saw that Randy was at the PC. So there was hope. But yeah, overall, a pretty good SmackDown.
All right. We do need to talk about this because I just remembered this. So WWE released a lot of people these past couple days.
Mhm.
Most of it was what fans are calling fat trimming. So just wrestlers that they're not using.
Right.
But there were two. Yeah, two. I wouldn't count Shelton Benjamin as major at this point. But yes, they fired Shelton Benjamin. But there were three, I'll say three major firings.
Right.
Mustafa Ali. Yes, I'm counting it. Matt Riddle. I'm leaving the most major one to last.
Yeah.
And Dolph Ziggler, who's been with the company since 2004.
Yeah.
How do you fire? um, and I told this to you. This these firings, is officially more wrestlers than Black Wednesday in 2020. Which, if y'all don't know what Black Wednesday is, they fired like 18 wrestlers,
Yeah.
18 or 19. But no, Matt Riddle got fired. Um, and then there's a lot of just random people who weren't on TV. And then you have Mustafa Ali, Emma, Rick Boogs, Aaliyah, Elias is gone, Madcap Moss, Top Dollar, but not the other members of Hit Row.
Yeah. That was very odd.
Shelton Benjamin's gone, Dolph Ziggler, few NXT guys, Quincy Elliott, Bryson Montana. Dana Brooke is gone. This is one that a lot of people got upset about on Twitter. Maximum Male Models is gone,
Yes.
which
MMM.
MMM is gone. Which we talked about this. Me and you both actually liked their gimmick. We thought it was funny.
Yeah. I thought it was funny. Like, come on.
Daba Kato or Commander Aziz or Baba Tunde, whatever you want to call him, he's gone. Shanky is gone, but not Gender.
Right.
Ika Manjiro.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a big day of firings. Like they just seem to be rolling in the entire day. And the reason for it is because of the merger between WWE and UFC.
Right.
So, but no, it was a not a good day in wrestling on the 21st, which was Thursday. It's not a good day for wrestling fans alike. But and then Matt Riddle was fired on Friday, which a lot of people were actually happy about.
He was. He was let go like 30 minutes before SmackDown started.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about the classic pay per view that I had to review. And we're stretching the word classic a little bit. It's still 10 years old, so I'm counting it.
Right.
SummerSlam 2013. Overall, I'm gonna say my grade first, and then I'll go through the matches just really quickly. A minus. A minus. The reason it's not like an A or an A plus is a couple matches. We'll get to them. Starting now, Kane versus Bray Wyatt in a Ring of Fire match. This match was stupid.
Not a good start.
I wrote notes. I wrote very slow. The Fire was supposed to keep Harper and Rowan out, but they managed to find a way in.
Mhm.
It was a cool spectacle, but overall, just do a cage match.
Right.
You can get more out of a cage match than you can a Ring of Fire match because you can actually throw people into the cage. Cody Rhodes versus Damian Sandow. I gave this a 4 out of 5. Found it enjoyable. It was short. The ending was very sudden, but overall, I enjoyed it way more than I thought it would. Christian versus Alberto Del Rio. It's the only Alberto Del Rio match I'll ever give a 5.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, he's in the same plane as Vince Russo for me. I don't like him.
Mhm.
But no, it was an awesome match. Natalia versus Brie Bella. This was a typical Divas match for the time when they didn't really get respect.
Yeah.
uh, this got a 1 from me. There was way too many things going on at once with the Bella Twins and Eva Marie and the Funkadactyls. It was just too much.
Yeah,
CM Punk and Brock Lesnar, no DQ, the best versus the beast. Yeah, this got a 5. And
obviously.
come on. It was a really good no DQ match. I did put a little bit too much Paul Heyman involvement. Dolph Ziggler and Caitlyn versus Big E and AJ Lee. This got a 2. It was very, very, very predictable. um, and it was really short. And then the main event, because I'm not counting Brian Orton.
Yeah,
Main event, John Cena versus Daniel Bryan. I gave this a 6 out of 5.
it was really good.
That's, in my opinion, one of the best SummerSlam main events of all time.
Deserved.
So, yeah, this show was really good, and I'm so glad that you picked it. Doesn't mean I'm gonna go easy on you whenever I win. Although I may, but we'll see.
Yes.
All right. We are going to end part 1. We will see you guys in part 2, where we will be doing our personal wrestling questions and Wrestling Jeopardy.
All right.